Elephant Walk from the McCall Garden. A note from the McCall Garden. Um, Elizabeth Taylor, Peter Finch, two amazing artists. Elizabeth Taylor, probably the equivalent of Angelina Jolie on some level. 4 decades ago, I was thinking also of Meryl Streep, but Elizabeth Taylor had a much more tumultuous life, and her antics outside the film set, interfered, I would say, with her image, well, Termina, perhaps with her career. Married to Richard Burton, but also to, what, 6 other men? Or she had many marriages. Anyway, phenomenal actress. I'm thinking Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf in particular. Uh, Remarkable, outstanding performance. And Peter Finch, I would say best known for The Network, for which he won an Oscar, a well-deserved Oscar. I'm mad as hell and I can't stand this anymore. The anchor that has to end his career thinks of something dramatic, and with that he starts a phenomenon. He is calling attention to phenomenons that we have so widespread today. I'm thinking of the very stable genius, of course, in Crossfires, because revelations from the upcoming new book of Bob Woodward, After Fear, Now There's Rage. And for this, he had 18 interviews with a genius recorded, so there's no more fake news pretense cover. And one of the most dramatic is that he told on the record, we could hear it yesterday on CNN. He told Woodward that he knows in the beginning of February how deadly the new virus is, but he tells the public the different story, because he also admits, he says, I will not, because of, I don't want to create panic, I will not. Okay, there's one thing not to create panic, but another to just pretend there's nothing there. Let's not get into that. I'm just saying that this is an incredible story of the present. And besides, I could go on the sidelines because Elephant Walk is not. What should I say here about Elephant Walk if I don't go into the sidelines? No, I'm just joking. It is a watchable movie. Otherwise, it's not a masterpiece. It's not a landmark. In fact, perhaps it's a reminder that stars had to do a lot of movies back in the days when studios dictated over their careers, their schedule, their private life even. I'm not sure if it's, I think it's 1956, 9 or thereabouts. Maybe their power was on the descent already then, but still. So Ceylon, plantation. That's the relationship of the old days. This is still the British Empire. John Wiley, Peter Finch, is an intrepid man. He owns this vast property. Ruth is his wife, Elizabeth Taylor, and she is for some time in between. She's thinking of leaving her husband. So there's a interesting menage a trois there. But with time, gradually, she might come to see that, in fact, John Wiley is He's more than a decent man. He's kind, generous, a good manager, a good leader, dedicated, brave, strong, and in fact, much more deserving than she thought, and maybe much more deserving than her alternative, the other one she seemed to be choosing for quite some time. Disaster strikes, and there's an alternative there to the PTSD, the well-known post-traumatic stress disorder syndrome. There's post-traumatic growth, maybe. There are some dramatic scenes. Elephants. There has been no water for no rainfall for quite some time, and the elephants are also very thirsty, and in search for water, they reach the mansion, and Ruth seems trapped at one point because they're roaming around trying to instinctively to find any water they can get, because otherwise they die, of course, of thirst. And they destroy things around. There's even a fire, and I will just leave it at that. At one point, she's trying to get from the ground floor out of their way. Only the staircase is crumbling because they're, as I said, all over the place in this climax of tension. And will she escape? I will not say, because who knows, maybe you look for this obscure movie on some list somewhere. Looking at Netflix, I didn't see that they have a wide selection of old films. This just happened to be on a bizarre channel we have from a commune near the capital. Some Italians have opened a small television channel, and they brought with them an impressive collection of old films, from Dr. Zhivago to this, from Armacord Fellini to the Australian Girl film with Alberto Sordi and Claudia Cardinale. Interesting selection there.